Human freedom. Now, that's a concept we can all support regardless of what part of the world we're from, our age, our race, our gender. All humans long for freedom. We all want the same thing, and that's to be free. And obtaining that freedom is possible once we realize that our reality is based on laws, both physical and spiritual. Physical law example is gravity. You understand how gravity works. However, your lack of understanding of this law does not suspend the consequences or the effects if this law is ignored or misunderstood. For example, a family decides to have a cookout at the Grand Canyon, and their beautiful 3-year-old baby girl, who's ignorant to the laws of gravity, happens to wander off away from her parents and off the edge of the canyon. And tragically, the law assuredly did not suspend but held true, and that baby fell victim to the physical law of gravity. There are also spiritual laws in effect. Again, your lack of understanding or ignorance of these laws does not suspend the consequences. The most important spiritual law for all of human beings is to understand and adhere to how we treat each other. This is not my opinion. This is according to Jesus himself. When he was asked in Matthew chapter 22, "Teacher, which is the greatest commandment of all?" He essentially says, you don't do something to someone that you don't want done to you. Treat your neighbor as yourself. It's considered the golden rule because it's critical to understand how violating this law assuredly creates the environment for human enslavement. And as we look around the planet at the conditions of most human beings, we clearly see slavery. Breaking the golden rule is the spiritual, mathematical formulation for universal planetary enslavement. It's according to Galatians chapter 6, verse 7. Be not deceived, God is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. In closing, there is an objective, moral code of ethics inscribed into the fabric of this reality that governs how human beings treat each other. When you cause physical harm to your fellow human being, regardless of who you are and what your title is, you send a ripple effect into the universe that affects all of us. And if enough human beings are convinced to support a system which justifies harm to their fellow humans, then those ripples create a hardened reality of slavery. The solution to planetary enslavement is to stop breaking the golden rule. Stop doing stuff to others that you don't want done to you.